Hello and welcome to IELTS 9 Pro. Another video. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to paraphrase. Now this is a question that we are often asked. How to paraphrase, especially in the introduction. If you've seen some of our videos before about the structure, sentence 1 of your introduction, you always need to restate the topic in paraphrase. So what does paraphrase mean? Well, you should all know, I hope, that it means using different words to express the same meaning of a phrase or a sentence. Now, I say the same because I've noticed one of the methods that you can use, that of synonym, which is the most obvious method, sometimes people use a synonym that's not directly interchangeable and it does not work. So for example, huge, major, breakthroughs, improvements, despite, in spite of. The idea is to have a synonym which is either directly interchangeable or as close as possible. Again, I've seen many examples where people have used what they thought were synonyms, but they were not correct in that usage, connotation, or context. So you have to be careful there. Now, the second method, change the order of the phrases, of the words, of the ideas of a sentence. Take what's at the back of a sentence, put it at the start of a sentence. Change what is at the beginning of a sentence, put it at the back of a sentence. The government's responsibility of the government, that counts equally because you are paraphrasing. Okay, now what else have we got? Well, change the word form. Now this is something that I find is one of the most useful, because if you're not sure of synonym, then to avoid choosing an inappropriate word, change the word form, such as popular into popularity. Change, changed, changing, change the word form. That is often better, especially, as I say, if you can't think of a synonym that's directly interchangeable. Change the grammar, essentially from active into passive, or vice versa. The education system is introducing. More academic subjects are being introduced. Pretty straightforward. So that's what we have to think about. You've got 4 different methods. I usually use maybe 2 or 3, sometimes 4, depending on the topic. Let's take a look at some examples now. Despite huge improvements in healthcare, the overall standard of physical health in many developed countries is now falling. Becomes, today, in spite of there being major medical breakthroughs, general physical health status of the public is declining in a large number of developed nations. Yeah, so you can see huge improvements in healthcare, major medical breakthroughs, a large number, in many, declining, falling, etc. You can see them here. So pretty good and pretty straightforward. Okay, another example. In many countries, the proportion of older people is steadily increasing. Some think this is good, others believe this is a problem for a country. Becomes, today, in spite of there being major medical breakthroughs, general physical health status of the public is declining in a large number of developed nations. So older people in many countries, a large number, or steadily, at a steady pace. Some think, some believe this is good, this is positive, country, nation, problematic, etc. Okay, so that's it really, short and simple. Use these 4 approaches and you will be fine in paraphrasing. So, recap. You can use a synonym Directly interchangeable one is better. Change the word form, changing, change the word order, back to front to back, or change it from active to passive, or vice versa. That's it. As I say, I usually use, 2, 3, sometimes all 4 of those when I'm writing an essay for an example. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you on IELTS 9 Pro in the future.